Is Mercy starring Chris Pratt just one long advertisement for Apple's new liquid glass features? I could have been convinced that it was. Mercy is the new sci-fi thriller movie where Chris Pratt plays a police officer accused of murdering his wife. He's strapped to a chair, placed in front of an AI judge, and given 90 minutes to prove his innocence or he's gonna be executed on the spot. For some reason, this movie was marketed as something that you absolutely had to see in IMAX. And you definitely don't. While they were going for an immersive, high-tech experience, there's just nothing here that demands that you see this in the theaters. So when the movie begins, Chris Pratt is blindly thrown into this situation, and so we, the audience, are kind of thrown into that situation as well. At first, it honestly felt a little bit like watching a movie about Chris Pratt watching a movie. And the movie that Chris Pratt was watching was really a horror movie as he revisits the crime scene where his wife was murdered. The pacing of this movie is also super fast. There was a moment where they mention a character and I'm still trying to figure out what character they're talking about, but I was completely distracted by the movie itself. Now, I'm a big Chris Pratt fan, so I think he did a great job in this. I'm a huge Rebecca Ferguson fan as well, and for some reason, her character was just a little flat. I kind of think that's because she was playing an AI bot, but even some of those AI characteristics that she played into weren't really consistent with what we know AI to be like. If this movie had come out before ChatGPT was an actual thing, then we might not have anything to compare Rebecca Ferguson's AI character to. But because we do, it seems like her character just doesn't fit. Also, Toby from This Is Us is in this movie. You know, he plays Taserface in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies too, so there's kind of already that connection that he has with Chris Pratt. One of my favorite moments in this movie was when Perd Hapley from Parks and Rec pops up as a super serious news reporter. And for the most part, he totally sold me on being a very serious news anchor. There was one part where I laughed at his delivery, but that's just because I know the character from Parks and Rec. The mystery elements in this movie are pretty fun. I enjoyed watching Chris Pratt try to piece together everything about his wife's murder. And there were a couple of twists that I genuinely didn't see coming. And the final stretch, I had a blast with that. My heart was racing toward the end. It was a lot of fun. As kind of a side note, the number of car crashes in this movie is wild. I actually laughed at one point at a car crash just because it's comical how many cars are crashing in this movie. I wish I had been keeping account of all those car crashes. That said, this movie definitely tries to do too much with Rebecca Ferguson's character. There's some inconsistency with how Judge Maddox, her character, behaves toward Chris Pratt's character, and they try to kind of explain that away, but it just didn't work for me. This movie also really wants to have depth. It's about justice and technology and grief, but it never really fleshes out any of those ideas well enough to feel like it earns that depth. This movie doesn't feel like it's set far enough in the future. It's set in 2029, which is only 3 years away. And based on where AI is now and where this movie pretends like it's going to be, there's just a lot of inconsistencies, especially with how the world works in this movie. Mercy isn't a perfect movie, far from it, but it is fast and entertaining, and I felt engaged the entire movie. If you're in the mood for a slick sci-fi movie, then this might be for you. So before I tell you if you should add this to your watch list or not, go ahead and hit subscribe to see more reviews like this in the future. Should you add this to your watch list? I would say no. I think this movie is very skippable. If you've got a lot of movies that you want to watch, put this one on the back burner. Now, if the trailers appealed to you and if you're into the sci-fi, futuristic AI type of movies, then go ahead and watch this one. I don't think you're going to be disappointed in it, but I doubt that it would be your favorite movie. Overall, I would give Mercy 2.5 out of 5 stars. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.